Welcome. Hey guys, welcome to another session of Market Mood next week. So we're going to talk about कि last week हुआ क्या, अगले week क्या हो सकता है, and obviously I'm going to start with global markets and then Sharma ji is going to take over and we'll talk about individual indices and maybe even stocks and see what we get there. So if you're excited, make sure you have thought about what questions you have, put it in the comments, in the chat, and we'll answer it. If you're watching the recording, put it in the comments and we'll reply anyway. So let's begin. Today I'm going to start with the NASDAQ 100. Let's start with global markets. So global markets खोलते हैं. Right on my screen over here, I see NASDAQ 100. This is a monthly chart. And we can see here, and I think ये हम बहुत बोले हैं, कि the market is taking support and is going to reverse. So now this is actually a doji. The NASDAQ doesn't have support here, to be honest, but it's holding. But it doesn't mean like it will continue to hold. It's just a doji for now. I would love to see this become like some sort of reversal bar, but I don't think ऐसा कुछ होगा. So NASDAQ, we don't know what will happen next, but it's holding at this line that we drew almost 3 weeks ago, and we're waiting to see what happens next. But the Dow actually gives a different story. The Dow Jones, exactly where we drew our support lines, it's actually reversing or actually reversed from there. So agar October closes here and it's likely to close here, this is an engulfing pattern, which means that a reversal has started, which is very nice because everyone right now in the US is saying कि recession हो जाएगा, सब गिर जाएगा, सब मर जाएंगे, ये हो जाएगा. So it's good when there's bad news and you see a reversal pattern. Generally, it's good for traders because that's just a good time to trade. I can see Rakhidama. Hi Prateek Sakpal, good to see you. So basically, in summary, Dow Jones and NASDAQ are reversing, and this is good. NASDAQ is holding, but it's not bullish yet. Maybe it's because of Mr. Zuckerberg. I think it's very interesting. Metaverse is not working. Did you know that the Metaverse today has 38 daily active users? Did you know this? 38, not 38,000, 38. That's a problem, यार. मतलब इतना कम कैसे हो सकता है? तो शायद ये सुनने के बाद maybe it might become 50, but it still sucks. The truth is, the world isn't ready for metaverse right now. It may be in the future, but we're still far. So Zuckerberg is under the pressure to actually show a result right now, but that won't happen. Privacy में issues हो रहे हैं. A crazy billionaire has taken over Twitter. UK में problem हो रहा है, and then Ukraine we have this war. So I think it's an interesting thing happening around the world. India that way is very stable. So Jai Bharat, I think India is doing interestingly well, and we'll see it in the chart here also. Let me open FTSE. So FTSE का आप देखोगे, FTSE is UK, right? Also the FTSE. So over here you'll see that we have a support and we are reversing from the support. I call this the Sunak support, right? The Rishi support. यहाँ पर we have a big support that has lasted for what, 1.5 years, and यहाँ पर we have this reversal pattern happening. So let's see what happens, but this is also on its way up. So both Europe and America seem to be stabilizing a little bit. Short term it's moving up. But the question is, India में क्या होगा? What will happen in India? So let's see. Here we have the NIFTY 50 index, and oh God, we have so many support lines over here. But if you have been following our sessions, what we've been saying is that we are in a long-term flag here. This is a flag, right? This is a flag, and this bar basically touched that upper side of the flag after the breakout and now is moving up. And you can see we've been following this for 4 weeks now. वहीं पर ही support मिला, that's right here. So if you draw this upper line of a flag and a lower line, you will see that a breakout happened and then we came and touched that upper flag and we're going up. And मैं 4 हफ्ते से बोल रहा हूँ, that's exactly what's happening. Again, it's moved up. So India is very clearly still bullish, still moving up. I also like to look at NIFTY PE ratio. So if you actually go on Google and you type NIFTY PE ratio, right here, you basically get a historical value of the PE ratio and to see where we are right now. Is this a great way to value stocks? Well, I'll say it's a quick way to value the market. Maybe not the best way, but this is a good way nevertheless to know whether we are roughly expensive, roughly cheap. So over here, if you go down, you'll see Look at the blue line, ठीक है? The blue line is the valuation of Nifty. अब ब्लू लाइन को जो मीडियम है, जो एवरेज जिसको कहते हैं, if there was a moving average, I guess a standard average for the PE, it is 20, and right now we're at 21, so we're actually at the mean, which means you're fairly priced, fundamentally looking at this, which is very nice. So let's see what else has in store for us. So in summary, US is, the Nasdaq seems like it's sideways for now. Dow is bullish, Europe is also bullish, NSE तो अभी है ही ठीक. Now let's look at some specific indices. If you have any questions, please put it. 20 है P. Says Jigar. Okay, thanks Jigar. So now let's see Nifty बैंक का क्या है. बैंक निफ्टी तो देखो भैया, ये जो पैटर्न है ना, on the weekly chart is a gap up and then a fall. In my opinion, banking will see some fall अभी. तो कुछ ना कुछ तो ऐसा होगा. To me, banking looks a little. Next 1 to 3 weeks, thoda, the market should fall. Let's look at IT. Okay, let's look at IT. In fact, let me change this to a monthly chart. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, just like last week we talked about, the Nifty IT is just sideways, nothing interesting over here. Auto, in fact, let me open metal also 1 minute. Huh? Nifty auto to chalo broke out. I think that's a Diwali effect. Pharma is bullish because this looks like a flag thing, might move up. Let's look at metal. Dekhte hain. Hello, Professor. Hi, Vikas. Yeah, actually, metal is very interesting. Metal was sideways for a long time, then broke out. This is a failed breakdown and a move up. So metal will continue to remain bullish for some time. Now let me see if you guys have any questions. USD INR, क्या है USD INR? तो 1000 पहुंच जाएगा जिस हिसाब से चल रहा है. Like it's very irritating. USD INR देख लेते हैं. I'm opening this on some other platform called Quanda. I don't know इसका data कैसे होता है. छोड़ यार, कुछ और बातें करते हैं. ये चार्ट देखो यार, सारे देशभक्ति खराब हो जाती है. देखो 83 पहुंच रहा है एंड इसके हिसाब से तो हम 100 ऐसे ही पहुंच जाएंगे. सो आई डोंट वांट टू लाइक एनालाइज दिस बिकॉज दिस इज जस्ट, ओ माय गॉड, दिस इज अ टेरेबल चार्ट. बट या, इट्स बुलिश, राइट? Jay says, what about Bank Nifty showing some weakness since 3 days? Yeah, so I think Bank Nifty will continue to show weakness for the next few weeks, Jay, actually. Best case, it will be sideways, but it doesn't seem bullish to me. Hi, LearnApp. Hi, Monopoly. Pranchal, hello, Pranchal, what's up? Pulkit Lavani, hello, Professor, what's up? Jigar says, Kantara movie, dekh li? Huh? Is that a movie? Okay, it's a joke, nahi dekhi, sir. Money says, okay, sir, all right, okay, Bank Nifty. So I already said Bank Nifty. Dollar में करना पड़ेगा. Okay, guys, one question I have for you. Okay, everyone has to answer. हम लोग ये live करते हैं. What's missing? अभी Sharma sir will come and he will talk about specific stocks and help you or do technical analysis with you. हम और क्या कर सकते हैं वो प्लीज बताओ. दूसरा यार, हम बहुत अच्छे अच्छे वीडियोस निकाल रहे हैं एवरी वीक. आप लोग का कमेंट नहीं आता उसमें. कैन यू ऑल प्रॉमिस कि यू विल कमेंट ऑन दोज वीडियोस? At least the last few videos that came out. Go to LearnApp, click on videos, look at the videos, like it, put some comment. Can you promise you can do that? बहुत अच्छे अच्छे videos. I'm sure you'll really like it. Please check them out on the YouTube channel. Can you promise me? Give me yes. If you're watching the recording, comments में लिखो. Live देख रहे हो तो live में लिखो. And give me a round of applause for welcoming Sharma ji. Sharma ji in the house. He's going to take all your questions, specific stocks. Come and answer.
Hi guys, how are you doing? Thanks a lot for joining in. All right, so this is the end of a very interesting and sideways week on Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. I'll start with some macro analysis, micro analysis, and we'll do derivative figures. All right, so let me take you to the option chain. In front of you, this is Nifty option chain weekly. All right, so you see 17,800. This is where the OI buildup is there, all right. And on the put side, you see 17,700. This is where the OI buildup is there on the put side. So very narrow range, and that's what is depicted by the technical charts as well. If I open Bank Nifty over here, sorry, Nifty over here, and the weekly one. So you see a very small doji candle. So Nifty is stuck between these range, which is depicted by the derivative data as well. Now there are PCR ratios on derivative analysis which tells you whether the mood of the market is bullish, sideways or bearish. So I'll tell you the PCR data. Bank Nifty weekly is 0.63 and monthly is 1.08. Nifty weekly is 0.92 and monthly is 1.35. So if you see on the short term weekly PCR ratio, the ratio is sideways to bearish, all right, on both Nifty and Bank Nifty, but monthly PCR is above 1. So both of them are sustainable on the monthly time frame. Understood, guys, what I meant to say? So maybe this week it is sideways to bearish, but they are sustainable on a monthly time frame. Now let me just show you the charts. Well, Bank Nifty. All right, so Bank Nifty, what do you see over here? I'll ask you a question. This, what do you see? Just tell me. Anybody? Prateek, you were there yesterday. Prateek Sakpal, you were there yesterday in the workshop. You know what I'm trying to show you. All right. We see huge wicks over here. This is a very, very strong supply zone, selling pressure in this area. So yes, Nifty had to face some, Bank Nifty had to face some resistance in this area, which it is facing. Now, if it has to move up, it has to break out of this good supply zone, selling pressure with some serious momentum. And if I show you ATR, I'll just show you ATR, which tells you the volatility, contraction and expansion. I'll just show it to you. Okay. You guys can also use it in your analysis, all right. So you see this is ATR, this is average to range. You see there is volatility or range contraction. Generally after a range contraction in the markets, we see a range expansion. So this might be the silence, the calm, the peace before the storm, all right. In which way, upside or downside, that's hard to predict, all right. So whichever way it breaks out, you can take the trade. You can mark these levels, and whichever way it breaks out, you can make your positions, all right. You can use option strategies as well. And all right, let's come down to daily chart. Yes, this is what is happening in daily chart as well. You see this important resistance, and Nifty is very, very, showing some rejection at these important resistance levels, Bank Nifty. And when we move down to 75-minute time frame, some very deep micro analysis for the week to come, we see in the yesterday's workshop also, I had told that these are the levels which are very important for Bank Nifty to hold for the next few trading sessions. And today, with full pomp and show, it broke these levels. We had a bearish day throughout till the last candle bounce. So what we see over here is that there is a chance of a pullback from here. RSI 3, moving out from its oversold zones. We can have a short-term pullback in the next week, and of course, these levels are super important. There is still selling pressure. You can check out these levels. It can have a pullback to these levels where Nifty is, Bank Nifty and Nifty both are likely to show some resistance. Same here in Nifty, all right. The Nifty performed better than Bank Nifty, which the PCR values also tells you. PCR value of Nifty is 0.92 on the weekly and Bank Nifty is 0.63. So Nifty is performing a little better than Bank Nifty, and again you can have some pullback from here, and again 18,000 are the levels which are psychological level of Nifty. So you need to watch those levels. On the derivative, I just told you 17,800 has a lot of OI buildup. So these are the levels 17,800, 18,000 on the upside, which you need to be wary of. On the lower side, 17,700 and this line 17,668. So this is around 17,700 levels only. All right, so these are the levels that you need to watch out. I hope everybody is clear. Bhargav, thoughts? Are you clear? Tanveer, you get it? What are the next levels for Nifty and Bank Nifty? 17,000 the support now. 17,000 is very far right now. I'm talking about some micro level analysis, what lies in the week ahead. All right, 17,000 is very far. Of course, 17,000 is a very big psychological level, so it's a support, but it's very far. We are talking about the next trading sessions, what can happen in the next trading sessions. All right, so IT is what we had recommended you. We have some serious breakout today on the auto sector. So watch out for auto stocks. Nice breakout. I really love this breakout. If you see on the weekly, so in the previous reviews, I had mentioned that CNX Auto, Nifty Auto broke all-time high, decent correction before maybe the next move, and it can really participate in Nifty's big momentum rally if it happens. All right, so this is what you need to check out. Nifty Auto, very, very nice setup which I see on Nifty Auto on the weekly chart. One sector which I want to emphasize on specifically based on the derivative data is your metal sector. All right. So all the metal stocks saw good OI, what do you say, rollover on the upper side. So that's a very nice signal, all the stocks, all the metal stocks. And if we see over here, this is a decent setup. All right, this is a flag which it is trying to break. All right, so this is a decent sector which you can have a look at, although the next resistance level over here is this, so which is a very good resistance level. So we can have a good move. Again, a pullback trade is possible in the metal sector, and this is where it is likely to show some resistance. Now, this is what I had on platter for you on the micro level. All right, so this is it, guys. Bank Nifty, let us check out what happens next. These are very strong resistance levels. I cannot emphasize more. Very strong resistance level. This is a consolidation, and after a consolidation, it is very likely of a good move. All right, so we need to watch out for a good move, whether on the upside, on the downside. That is very hard to predict, but the data says that on the weekly it's slightly bearish, but on monthly it is likely to sustain. All right, any individual stocks that you want me to check out or anything? Prateek Sakpal, you had some questions yesterday, so I was not able to answer them. So do you have your questions right now? Anybody? Somebody, I cannot see your name. While looking at RSI, it feels that Bank Nifty might break the resistance. I don't know. I've been trading for a long time. I want to tell you something. Bank Nifty doesn't move because of RSI. So RSI moves because of the price movement of Bank Nifty. I don't predict things based on where RSI is. What I see is on the 75-minute chart, that Bank Nifty has come out of its oversold zone. All right, a nice bounce. So we have the resistance levels over here at 14,500. So we can have a nice pullback to these levels. This is what I see. I'm not able to predict anything based on the RSI levels, and that's not the right way to see. All right, so RBL Bank, let me check out. Let me check out RBL Bank. All right. This looks interesting to me on the 75-minute time frame. Okay, so what I see over here in RBL Bank is, I'll remove the ATR over here. You see this RSI? I see some divergence in the RSI. You see this thing, price is making a higher high over here, and RSI is making a lower high. So this divergence between price and your momentum indicator, the RSI over here, tells you that this is a bearish sign. All right. So if you are in the trade of RBL, you can move your stops. Okay. If you want to go long in RBL, this is certainly not the time to go long. All right. So we need to learn along with the analysis. So that's what I'm trying to do. All right. So you learned one good thing today. Any other thing? Sequent. I'll just check out Sequent stock over here. Okay. Interesting stocks you guys are suggesting. Let me check out the candlestick chart and daily time frame. Okay, weekly. Let me check out weekly. What do you see in Sequent? Do you have a position in Sequent right now? If you have a position in Sequent right now, don't exit the position, because we have some support over here. It's a bearish stock. But if you are in a position, this is not the time to book your losses. This area can act as a decent support. And if this breaks, then it will go down to this support. So this area can act as a decent support for Sequent, but I don't see any reason to go long or go short in this stock. Nothing. Zilch. No. I don't see anything. Although, if you have a position, you are into losses, this is not the time to book loss. You can hold it. We can see a bounce from this area. We have a support zone. Any other thing? Trigger has whole of the portfolio. All right, I'll just check out one more stock and we'll wrap up. You please note down the Bank Nifty and Nifty levels which I suggested. All right, check it out in the next trading sessions. And all right, Coal India. I'll just check out Coal India and I'll take a leave. Okay, Coal India has broken above the all-time high out of this nice consolidation zone. Very, very nice. So, yeah, Coal India is a nice stock. If you want to go ahead and accumulate it, you can do it, because Coal India has broken the all-time high. If you want to be a little cautious, just wait. Just wait for a bullish candle to form, because this candle, although it broke the all-time high today, this long wick which I see, this tells me that it was not able to sustain that breakout. So wait for a bullish, solid, convincing bullish candle to form, and then maybe you can accumulate it. Otherwise, this is a nice breakout. It was a good intraday trade. I mean, people don't like intraday trades, but for me it was a nice intraday breakout. Whether it sustains or not, that time will tell. What you need to do is, you need to check out a good bullish candle. So that will tell you whether it's going to sustain or not, because this long wick tells me that after the breakout it didn't sustain and we have some selling pressure over here. Understood? All right, that's all I had for you now, and we also have workshops where we do a very in-depth market analysis. All our mentors for fundamentals, derivative, everybody joins us and we do it. So you need to check out those also. You can use the comment section. We'll answer all your queries, whatever queries you have. Just check it out, guys. Very interesting workshops we have started. Guys, I'll take your leave. Thank you so much. I hope you liked it. Next time we'll bring some more interesting analysis. See you. Good night.